Mayor, would you move, please? Councillor Sayers, would you like to second item 8, please?
Certainly, Chris.
Thank you, Councillor Sayers. And we have got Alison Pye, Senior Policy Planner, with us for this item. Now, Alison's online. Here I am looking around the room, Alison, and there you are. Alison, I think reasonably straightforward, but just briefly take us through it.
Yes, kia ora koutou, Chair Darby and councillors. Plan Change 20 Rural Activity Status. This report recommends that the Planning Committee approves making the Plan Change Rural Activity Status operative. The Plan Change has completed the hearing and appeals process with decisions from an independent hearing panel and decisions from the Environment Court on 2 appeals, in which the court decision has upheld the panel decision. By way of background, the plan change is a council-initiated plan change relating to Rural Land Use Chapter H19, the rural zones. It introduced 2 changes, the first being to amend activity tables in the rural zones to make any activity not provided for a non-complying activity, rather than having it default to a discretionary activity status, is currently the case. And the second change being to replace references to the term residential with the term dwelling or dwellings. The intent of the proposed changes was to create a rule framework that more appropriately deals with unanticipated activities in the rural areas to better protect the rural environment against urbanisation, and in this to better align with achieving a compact built environment as sought under the Unitary Plan's regional policy statement. The intention of the application of the non-complying activity status for unanticipated residential activities is to ensure a fuller assessment of those activities against the objectives and policies in the plan, and the proposed replacement of the term residential and the term with the term dwelling or dwellings, recognising that the term residential can include a very wide range of activities such as retirement villages and other residential development types never intended in the rural zones. Sorry, excuse me a moment. So that the hearing of submissions to Plan Change 20 was heard by independent hearing commissioners, with a decision notified in February 2020. That decision confirmed the proposed changes in the terminology, replacement of the references residential with the term buildings. However, it rejected the proposal to apply a non-complying activity status to activities not provided for in the rural activity tables, meaning that the discretionary activity status is retained. The decision was subject to 2 appeals lodged with the Environment Court, in which the appellants challenged only the part of the decision relating to the terminology changes. The Environment Court decision notified in May 2022 confirmed the Council's decision to Plan Change 20, making one further small amendment to clarify the position of buildings accessory to dwellings in the rural zones. Regarding the consultation with Mana Whenua, all iwi within the Auckland region with rural zoned land within their rohe were consulted on during the plan change preparation. There was a consultation also with the Independent Māori Statutory Board. That consultation also occurred during the preparations of the plan change. Discussions, particularly in relation to the proposal to amend the status of activities not listed in the activity table becoming non-complying. When the plan change was notified, the IMSB and Ngāti Tamoho Trust and 3 other submitters did lodge submissions seeking to retain the default discretionary activity status for activities not listed in the activity table. This was on the basis that Papakāinga on general land would become non-complying instead of discretionary activities. Those submissions were accepted and the decision has retained the status as a discretionary activity. So, as I say, this report is seeking the approval of the committee now, as the hearing and appeals process has been completed. The final step is that the planning committee approves the plan change to then go ahead and make the update the unitary plan, making the plan change formally operative.
Thank you, Alison. Thank you for the outline too, and thanks for shepherding this through over quite a long period now. So it's gone through a good thorough process, and the Deputy Mayor and Councillor Sayers have moved and seconded accordingly. Are there any questions, members? There being none, the motion is before us, the A and the B, to approve the plan change 20 and request staff to undertake the necessary steps. So I'll put that motion now. All those in favour say aye.
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 And to the contrary, please say no.
Aye.
To the contrary, please say no, and declare that motion carried. Thank you, Alison. Members, the next item is item 9.